Hi, Sandy.
Hi, it's Dave.
Hi, it's Kirk.
Welcome to the A.D.K channel, and for today's video, I'm not going to say anything. We're just going to go check it out, and we'll talk about it at the end. There you go.
We're that tight on time tonight.
Yeah, I just like, well, I don't know what to say. It's
Look,
yeah.
we will describe it. That's how it's done, isn't it?
Let's go.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, there we go. That is Benthic Realm, and the song was Untethered. Okay, they're an American band, just to let you know. I thought they were Canadian, but I had to double check in. Apparently, they're not. They're American, not Canadian. I'm going to throw it over to Andy first. Thoughts?
With the smile on his face.
Yeah, I know. That is.
You do know I picked that song just for you.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah. That is probably the best new to me reaction video band we've done. I thought that was absolutely brilliant. But see if you can guess what part I didn't like.
The guitar
the solo.
Solo, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what an amazing opening riff. I thought this is fantastic. And then the one after that, when they slowed it right down on pre-chorus, whatever, was even better. And then, fantastic song. I was expecting, from the opening, the vocals to be a bit more aggressive. And I was a bit taken aback and thought, do I like this? And I soon realised that I did, and it really suited the music. Had to me, I don't know how established they are. I've not heard of them. It had the sound to me of like a bit of a demo sort of sound, which is not a bad thing at all. I really like the sound of the music. Brilliant track. I'm going to check these guys out. Loved it.
Okay. Kirk, over to you.
Yeah, similar experience for me, especially the power of that opening riff. That was filthy, wasn't it? You're like, ooh, we're in for some good quality doom metal here. But I was already expecting it to be tempo changes and faster parts. This isn't a band that are going to do that for 7 minutes like the Liverpool trio Conan, who are just absolutely brutal, aren't they? But so primitive in the way they approach doom metal. Vocally, really enjoyed it. Yeah, Andy, I was thinking this is going to really venture into death doom. No, I was thinking throughout that, do you know when you go through the the voice types, whether she's mezzo-soprano or what's called a contralto vocalist, and I'm going to go with the latter. So I've had a look at some examples. Karen Carpenter, contralto, but so is Shirley Bassey, Doris Day, but she's like a rock version of that, isn't it? Basically, it's the lowest form of female voice in classical music. And I think she had that, the range. I love how they slowed down for that chorus. That you really did feel the earth between your fingers, didn't you? It was one of those moments where it's raining, you're on your knees, the earth is falling between, the mud is falling between your fingers, and you're looking up to the heavens thinking, why? That's the experience I get with music like that. So it does have that emotional connection. Yeah, the guitar solo, I am going to say, it sounds like she isn't of an advanced standard when it comes to lead guitar. You don't need to be. Tom G. Warrior, Celtic Frost, best example of that. Useless lead guitar player, but great musician. Yeah, I mean, especially when she was just doing that high-pitched tremolo picking near the end. I like the pattern leading up to that. Did you see what she did there? She took the motive from the guitar riff, didn't she? And then just kept doing it in different scales, almost like diminished. How good was the bass? Really chalky texture to it as well. Drums, I love that double kick pattern as well, at the beginning of every 16 bars, where it would follow the guitars. Am I right in thinking that wasn't, even though it showed them playing live, that's surely a studio recording that they've seen?
I'm not too sure. I have to be honest, I am not too sure, unless they're playing to a click track and they've synced it, because with that tempo slowdowns going from the verses into the chorus, that's very hard to do with a click track.
Yeah,
you've got to set a complete tempo map, so they would have had to have been absolutely spot on, unless they've mic'd everything up and then just mixed it afterwards, which is what I would assume they've done.
I just thought the guitars sounded, even though they were really sludgy, there was a moment when she came in and played that lead. To me, it just sounded like a studio recording, and they forgot to turn down the lead part. There was no lead in any of the notes, so yeah.
It could have been overdubbed again back in the studio afterwards. As long as they had the guide track from the live recording, they could just play over the top and re-record parts if needed. But I don't know.
But I must reiterate, like Andy, I will definitely check this band out, and I hope that they've got an album coming soon, because I look forward to reviewing that for Scream Blast Repeat. And I get the impression that these could have a few avant-garde moments in the music. Do you remember, Andy, we wanted to review that album from that Canadian death doom band Tribunal earlier this year, but it just wasn't available until release day. They sound a bit like that. and they have male death metal vocals and then a female who plays bass and cello and sings that. So definitely go back to that album, Tribunal. I think it's called The Weight of Remembrance.
Okay.
I really enjoyed it. But yeah, Benthic Realm, what a band.
So to give you, I'm not going to go into massive details about my thoughts on it because I've done this reaction a couple of years ago on Dave Does. The people that will watch this, so Mike, if you're watching, which I know you will be, you can enlighten us as well in your comment section because you always put lots of detail. You've just done one for the Drain STH commentary, but the Benthic Realm, I don't think they're still going. I think they finished up in 2019.
Should we bring them up on Encyclopedia Metallica?
So you can have a look and find out about that for another day. But they also have there was a band that the singer did before this called Second Grave, which is another doom band that she did before Benthic Realm. So Second Grave is another one to go and check out. But there is a few tracks out there, but I couldn't find much more than I think about an EP's worth of material. But definitely worth checking out. And I'm not sure what they're up to now, but I'm sure Mike will tell us in the commentary below. But I really liked it. Again, I think with that solo, I'd rather they'd taken a minute out of the song and just carried on the sludginess.
Yeah,
would have just felt right. It felt like it was put in for no reason particular, apart from to break the
or
song up.
just whatever was backing solo. Yeah, the riffs and what was behind it. Yeah,
just something simple. But I love the fact that when the solo did kick in, the sludginess of the bass, that bass really did still hold that power. It didn't just go to a clean bass tone. It was a real nice distorted bass tone. So I thought that was very good. But yeah, very impressive band. Well worth checking out.
Still going. I've just checked. They are still going. They haven't split.
Oh, okay. The last update I saw was they had a web page, but nothing since 2019 on their news forecast. So
Mike will be able to update us in the comments.
Yeah, Mike, give us a full update. That'll be useful. Well, there you go. So that's Benthic Realm and Untethered. If you like this video, please do like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you on another video sometime very soon. Take care.